What's the sense in sharing this one and only life? Ending up just another lost and lonely wife. You count up the years and they will be filled with tears. Love only breaks them to start over again. You get the baby, but you won't have your man. While he's busy loving every woman that he can. Say I'm gonna leave 100 times a day. It's easier said than done when you just can't break away. Oh, yeah, I'm free. Never be hung up like my man and me. My man and me. Oh, yeah, yourself be true. Don't be no fool when love really don't love you. Don't love you. It's my time now. It's one rocket life. Who wants to live it in trouble and strife? My mind must be free to learn all I can about me. Ooh. I'm gonna love him for the rest of my days. Encourage the babies every time they sleep. Self-preservation is what's really going on today. Say I'm gonna turn loose 1,000 times a day. I say I turn loose, but I just can't break away. Oh, yeah, run free. I'll never be hung up like my man and me. You and me. Oh, yeah. You'll not be true. Don't be no fool when love really don't love you. Don't love you. I'll never be hung up like my man and me. My man and me. Yourself be true. Don't be no fool when love really don't love you. Don't love you. Oh, your heart, run free. You'll never be hung up like my man and me. My man. Yourself be true. Don't be no fool when love really don't love you.
Hi, y'all, and welcome to Chat with Madamwhipass, another one of my channels. What I'm about to do, I figured I would do on this channel, because if they block this channel, they just block it. But how is everyone? Well, maybe people will get over here, maybe not. I left the link in the comment section. I don't know how well that link in the title works, but it is there in the comment section. You can go and let a couple of friends know to come on over here to the Chat with Madamwhipass channel if you like. But without further ado, I've come across some couple of crazy things. We'll start with this one first because, you know, it's light and funny. And, you know, give time for people to get here for the good stuff. All right. Here we go.
WEIDA Television presents The Messy Lives of YouTube. Bitch, did I see smoke when you stepped into that sunlight? Bitch, you was about to catch a fire, honey. Catch a flame, bitch. You stepped out of that motherfucking sunlight fast in a motherfucker, honey. You was about to go engulfed. You old fucking demon ass, ugly, vampires looking bitch. Hey y'all. Y'all like my lipstick? Hey y'all. Let me introduce you to my mother and my father. They got something to say. Hey y'all.
Tracy, baby, this your mama, honey. Now, everybody been telling me that you've been on these YouTube streets and you've been fighting with people and you being a little nosy little bitch. Now, I used to beat your ass when you was little because you used to run around all up into the neighbor's house, all into their damn business, hiding under their damn porch, listening to the motherfucking information they had to talk about, then bringing it back to the other neighbors and getting all the neighbors fighting and shit. You a messy little child and your ass a messy ass old bitch right now. I'm sorry that I burnt out your motherfucking edges using that round crawl scalp grease, bitch, but you wouldn't sit still. So when I thought I was getting round crawl, bitch, I made a mistake and burnt your motherfucking edges out with some goddamn fish grease. I used to tell you, sit your little fucking ass down. I really couldn't get too much sense out of you because you was a little wild child. You was a dumbass, honey. You didn't get much education, honey. And you used to do the damn baby doll head, the Barbie heads, and all that kind of shit. You used to fuck up they motherfucking hair too. Now you grown and you fucking up. You just fucking up your own hair, baby. Let me let you talk to your daddy. Maybe he can put some sense into you, girl.
Hey Tracy, baby, it's your daddy. Now, your mama told me the dumb shit that you've been doing, girl. You always into some shit. You know, see, I had a gold tooth too, see? And I got mine taken out. I got my gold tooth taken out because I was like, I ain't be no old grandpa. Oh, well, I can't be a grandpa, bitch, because you got fucking rotten motherfucking eggs. You such a disappointment, bitch. You little fucking no edge having asshole. You such a disappointment. You couldn't even give me a goddamn grandchild. You fucking non-existent pussy having ass child. So I got my gold tooth taken out, bitch. Why don't you get your gold tooth taken out too? You fucking imbecile. You out here fucking with people on the goddamn YouTube and you just, oh girl, you just fucking. Hey Tracy, bitch! I see you use your motherfucking gold ass tooth to gnaw your ass out your fucking coffee to make it back to the motherfucking table to try to come for the Duchess, honey. Let me look at my notes like you look at yours, bitch. And you was at work and ooh, I ain't even talk about your coworker, honey. Y'all look like y'all should work together, bitch. Anyway, so this dumbass bitch think that, what's the damn Tracy living her best life with no motherfucking edges, honey, and no goddamn brain either. She motherfucking people thought that could be her. Bitch, nobody didn't think that was you, you dumbass fucking cockroach. Bitch, you not that funny. Bitch, you're not funny at all, you dumb hoe. Yeah, what else this bitch talking about? This bitch, you know, she being a motherfucking private investigator on YouTube, bitch. More like a private investor hoe, honey. All on people's pages, seeing what the comments are. Bitch, see, you the motherfucker that go to page. You go to motherfucking page to page, honey, trying to find out what this person doing, what that person doing, all that kind of shit. You dumb, stupid ass, ugly, fucking frog face ass bitch. Anyway, what else this bitch say? She talked about diaper booty. Okay, the original bitch. Girl, diaper booty, bitch. You got a depend ass, honey. And bitch, don't even want to go on your body. Go in, girl, fuck you and your girl, please. Then you talked about I'm drunk. Then you talk the original bitch. You said I'm not significant to you, bitch. You're not significant to me either. And if I wanted some significance as far as what you look like in your life, bitch, I'll go to the motherfucking nearest zoo, bitch, and I'll go to the motherfucking monkey cage, bitch. And I'm like, oh, is that Tracy? Put a gold tooth in that bitch, honey, and call it a day. Then what else she said? She said I was a fraud and a phony, bitch. Okay. Fraud. And this bitch say I'm a fraud and a phony. Okay, I'll let you have that one. Yeah, okay, I'm a fraud and a phony. Bitch, your motherfucking ass is the fraud and the phony. Your motherfucking wig is the phony, and your motherfucking face is the fraud, bitch. Take that shit off, bitch, and let's see the real Tracy, bitch. Can we? Hell no, bitch, you ain't no do that. You ain't no embarrass yourself down to the motherfucking YouTube streets looking like an old animal. Bitch, girl, bye. Next, what else she say? Countess Toothful, honey. She said I don't have a job. Okay, yeah, okay. Then she said I'm not loyal to anybody. Bitch, I don't have to be loyal to no motherfucking body on these YouTube streets. Bitch, you motherfuckers are strangers. I like some of you. I adore some of you. But bitch, I don't have to be loyal to you motherfuckers. You are strangers. You dumb, friendless ass whore. You think, oh, you can't be loyal to anybody. Bitch, bitch, you're not in my life for real, you dumb bitch. You dumbass. Then so, ooh, come down to San Antonio. Ooh, I bet you won't come down. I don't know if the bitch said, I bet you won't come down to San Antonio or come down to San Antonio. Bitch, I have no reason to come down to San Antonio. But bitch, if I choose to come and down to San Antonio, bitch, I will come with fucking pest control. But they can snatch your ass up and throw you back under the motherfucking San Antonio Bridge with your baby bats, bitch. Hang your ugly ass back under that motherfucking bridge with those bats. You ugly ass bitch. Bitch. Girl. You fucking ridiculous, bitch. You are a ridiculous, long-toothed ass, ugly ass, mud fake, you fucking wobbly hair ass fool, wobbly wig wearing ass fool. Bitch, you try to change it up and bitch, you go like goddamn, what's that, Aquanet in that stiff ass fucking wig, that synthetic shit, bitch. You a damn fool, Tracy. You a stupid ass. You really are a dumbass. Girl, and eyeliner, bitch, all that damn eyeliner under your eye, bitch, you really are a monster. Bitch, and you create this fucking face, girl, and it looks a mess. Girl, you look like you down in Texas, look like you took a motherfucking saddleback, went to the goddamn hair store, brought fucking 20 bundles of motherfucking hair, bitch, which I don't think you can afford, and fucking hot glued them on a motherfucking saddleback and flopped it on your motherfucking head. You stupid ass ugly bitch. And girl, yeah, I'll come to San Antonio. What am I coming to San Antonio for, bitch? Why am I coming? Girl, give me an invitation. Why am I coming? Bitch, talking about, I've been checking you for a long time. I've been watching you for a long time. I've been peeping you, bitch. Yeah, you've been on these nuts. That's exactly what you've been. You've been on these motherfucking Kelly Duchess nuts, bitch. That's exactly what you have been doing. Anyway, bye, Tracy, bitch. Remember to hug someone, whisper in their ear, and tell them that you love them as I do you, baby. Mwah, you fucking raggedy wig wearing ass, fucking possum. YouTube, Duchess Kelly Love. Subscribe and put that notification bell. Yeah.
Okay. It's just something I came across that I thought was funny as hell. And I thought that I would just share with you. But I came across something else. I started watching. And I said, you know what? I need to get some other people to watch this with me. Because there's some shit here. I'm subscribed to a channel called Lockdown 23-in-1. There's quite a few of these brothers that did hard prison time, and now they came out after doing 20 years and shit, 25 years of life, and they on probation. They got YouTube channels. And I guess if you did 25 years and 30 years in prison, YouTube is a great source of income because ain't nobody else going to hire your dumb ass. But anyway, there's this one guy I'm subscribed to. I don't watch all his videos, but I saw the video he put up, the title of it. And the title of it is Possessed by a Female Demon. Audience story time. So I watched about that much of it or so, or maybe a little bit more. And I was listening to this guy you see right here telling the story on the left. And I said, no, this shit is just too good. So I'm going to shut the fuck up and I'm going to push play so y'all can enjoy this with me.
Back to another episode of Lockdown 23-1. I do apologize about the late upload last night. Some people enjoyed it, but I meant to upload it a lot earlier. But for some reason, my upload was stuck on 0% the whole day. You know what I mean? But anyways, check out this mug. Coffee jank, ladies and gentlemen. That's right. But check it out. I want to say something before I show you this amazing audience story time. I'm going to be bringing 2 of these your way today. But I made a video yesterday on what inmates typically look for when they see predators. Look, I'm not over here picking on people with glasses. I wear glasses. You know, I wear glasses. Look, I wear glasses. Yes, you know. I'm not saying it's just the freaking glasses for all y'all naysayers out there that miss the point of the whole video, okay? The video is for you to understand, look, if you're an older white dude, black guy, you got that look to you, got that clean shave, stuff like that. I'm not saying it's everyone, okay? It's not everyone. But to be completely honest, inmates, just like people out here in the streets, they stereotype people, okay? Just like if you see someone walking around with the red bandana out their back pocket, what do you think? You're gonna think they're a freaking blood gang member or something. But you go into jail and prison, these type of individuals that I showed pictures of and have these kind of physical qualities about them, they get stereotyped, and people think automatically that they're probably in there for some kind of sex crime, because that's usually what these individuals look like. Now, of course, nobody's going to stamp it upon you when you come in. They ain't going to, you don't do that. You know, a lot of people don't just say, hey, he's a child molester. They don't do that. They're going to try to figure out who you are, what you're about. They're going to hound you. They might even start extorting you, okay? I'm not saying that you're going to walk in with glasses and get beat up immediately. But if you have the total package, the walk, the look, the freaking, you know, that whole profile, people do stereotype you when you walk into jail. And that is a fact, ladies and gentlemen. So please, please, don't think it's just because you wear freaking glasses, okay? I said it in the video, but some people, they just have to say something. They just got to run their freaking mouth. You know what I mean? Anyways, I hope you enjoy this video. It's absolutely insane. And stay tuned for later on today. Got another story time with a female audience member. Her story's wild as well. And if you enjoyed this video, please do not forget to hit the like and subscribe button. Also, go check out all the links in the description of the video. You press the more button underneath the video, and it will bring up all the links to my social media, clothing, whatever the case is. Anyways, I hope you enjoy. Salute to every last one of you, and stay tuned for another story time coming y'all's way later on today. Content's dropping like clockwork, homeboy. So what's your name, man? Where you from?
All right, man. My name's Sean. Like, I grew up everywhere, for real. But, like, mainly I tell people I'm from Virginia Beach because that's where I went to high school at, you know, and all that. So I went to...
You went to Virginia Beach?
Yeah, I lived in Virginia Beach for a long time. You know, I went to Kellum. I went to Princess Anne, you know, Bayside Middle. I was all over, you know, around Virginia Beach.
Okay. Not too far from me.
Oh, for real? Yeah, nice. But, yeah, now I live in Kentucky, man. So basically when I hit about 16, 17, I left Virginia Beach and I moved out here, man, and things just kind of went crazy for me. But all right, the story that I want to tell you, I got a million for real, man. But the story that I wanted to tell you was like the craziest thing that ever happened to me, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, by far. Like, it blows every other story out the water.
Well, you gave me
This is an ad for a project management tool called Number.com. This is what it looks like, and this is what it feels like.
gave me a good little rough draft of it, and it definitely sounded interesting. That's why I had to get you up here, man. And hey, before we get going, you don't mind me putting this on YouTube, correct?
No, I do not.
All right, man. Well, let's go ahead, rock and roll.
All right, so basically, I don't want to incriminate myself, so I'm going to leave some little details out. But I was a drug dealer for a long time. You know what I mean? I was that dude in high school that came to school with a backpack full of nickel bags, and that was me. So anybody that knows me from PA, they know how I get down. So basically, when I came out here, I kept that same mentality with me. I just switched it over to harder drugs. I started selling, soft. I started selling boy, girl, everything like that. So, I got carried away, and I was really hot, man. I didn't even know I had the DEA watching me. All types of stuff was going down, right? So, let's see. Anyway, I ended up getting caught in like a little sting operation type thing, I guess. Somebody, ratted on me. You know how that goes. Wore a mic on me, and next thing you know, I'm getting pulled over by 50 cars, and all that, just over selling a half gram of whatever. But anyways, so I'm out on bond. I ended up having to sell a couple cars I had and bond myself out. And when I'm out on bond one day, I was at a really low point in life. I know how that is when you think, oh, I'm about to go to prison for however long or whatever. So, I was kind of stressed out or whatever, but I got to preface this by saying that I wasn't on any drugs. I wasn't drunk. I wasn't off anything. Okay. Sober, man. I'm not a druggie. You know what I mean? Like a lot of people always ask that when I tell the story, like, what drugs were you on, bro? Because they can't wrap their head around what I'm about to tell you. Okay. So, pretty much, man, I was playing with a Ouija board. I went to my friend's house. And I was playing with a Ouija board at his house, or it was actually over his little girl's house, or whatever. But anyway, I'm hanging out with my friend, and nobody wants to play the Ouija board with me, right? I found a Ouija board on top of the fridge. I'm like, man, let's play this, right? Nobody wanted to play with me. I'm like, man, I'll do this by myself. So I put it on my knees because I had seen a movie when I was a kid. If you put a Ouija board on your knees, I guess it helps, communicate with the spirits better or whatever. I don't know. So I had it on my knees, and mind you, I didn't believe in this. Okay, I thought it was a joke. Like, this thing's made by Milton Bradley. Like, this has got to be a joke. You know what I'm saying? So I'm doing the Ouija board thing, and I'm talking hella mess to the ghosts and spirits. Like, oh, where y'all at? I didn't believe it basically. So now the little thing that moves around the Ouija board, it never moved. Okay, it never said yes, no, hello, any of that. It didn't even move. So didn't think twice about it. Put it back up. I didn't say goodbye to it or whatever. A lot of people said I should have said goodbye to the Ouija board or whatever. But like I said, man, I didn't believe in none of that. You know what I mean? I didn't even believe in God at the time, bro. This was, matter of fact, this was October of 2011, bro. You know what I'm saying? I'll never forget it. Yeah. This was October of 2011. And all right. So anyway, so I'm playing with the Ouija board, man. It was kind of crazy because I didn't even realize like there was a million cops right outside of the apartment I was at waiting on my dude because he was wanted at the time for robbery. Right. And I guess somebody told him his location, whatever. And I didn't know that. And I'm in the house. So when I leave, like this undercover van followed me like halfway home. I was like, man, what the hell? So I called my dude. By that time, he was already arrested.
So you are playing with the Ouija board while the federales are right outside.
They're right outside looking for my dude, Lil C. I ain't gonna say his name. I ain't gonna put his business out there, but I'm gonna call him Lil C.
That's crazy.
So yeah, like this van followed me, which I thought was kind of weird. I was like, man, I thought it was like Jack Boys or something. I didn't even know who it was. Who's following me so hard? I could tell they were zoomed up on me, like they went out of their way to come right up behind me. But it was like I said, it was a van, so I didn't even put two and two together. It was the cops for a second. So I seen him turn around the tents. I was like, oh, that looked like it was some undercover type mess. But I never seen an undercover in a van, so I was like, I didn't know. But anyway, so he ended up getting arrested that night. That's kind of unrelated to the story. But so I go home, okay, and nothing happens to me that night. But like a few nights later, something followed me from that Ouija board, man. 'Cause I'm gonna tell you, this is where it gets crazy. A few nights later, I was working at this place called Converges out here by my house, and it's like a call center, And so I got off about like 12, 1 o'clock in the morning, whatever it was. I worked second shift, and I was staying at my brother's house because when I got caught up. selling dope and everything. I lost everything because I was in jail. I lost my apartment. The cops took all my money. Everything. I had a bunch of cash on me that day. The cops took it. The cop told me this is going to my Corvette fund. I ain't gonna say what all he said to me, and pretty much spit in my face, told me I'm taking this money, bro, and ain't nothing you can do about it. But anyway, so all right, so I get home from work, man. I'm gonna tell you exactly how it went down. I lay down in my bed, right? Now, mind you, I'm not on any drugs, none of that. Completely sober. I lay down in my bed, bro. All of a sudden, my whole body just goes stiff as a board. Okay, like I cannot move. I thought I was having like a seizure or something. I didn't know what was going on, right? And my whole body just goes stiff as a board. Like I just can't move. Boom, I'm just stuck. And then all of a sudden, a woman's demon's voice starts coming out of my mouth. Okay, like I can feel my jaw moving. I can feel my mouth moving like I'm talking to you now, but it's her voice coming out of me. You feel me? And it's like 2 o'clock in the morning. Everybody else asleep upstairs. My brother, his daughter, and his wife are upstairs sleeping. I'm downstairs in their guest bedroom. And all of a sudden, I'm getting full on possessed by a demon, bro. Like, that must have followed me from that Ouija board, I assume. I don't know.
So were you like conscious of what you were doing?
100% the whole time. Yep, the whole time. I was completely conscious and aware of what was going on. Like I said, I'm laying there. I mean, I didn't know I was being possessed until I heard her voice and my jaw. Once she took control of my mouth and she was, I could feel my mouth moving, but it wasn't me controlling it, and it was a woman's voice coming out of me, bro. Like right then, I knew, like, oh snap, I'm getting possessed. Like this is crazy. And then she ended up kicking me out of my body. Okay, so I left my body. I'm floating around the room at this point. My soul, spirit, whatever you want to call it, my consciousness, like it felt like me was floating around the room. Okay, and at that point,
our Tempur-Pedic gives us the best night's sleep ever. I recommend my Tempur-Pedic to everybody.
I'm floating like ceiling level, and I'm watching myself flip-flop on the bed. I'm watching her take control of my body, right? And she is yelling and screaming out of my mouth, but I'm just floating like ceiling height, watching this go down at this point, right? And it's weird, man. When you're outside of your body, man, it's like I can't even explain to you, bro. Like it's so peaceful. Like I wasn't angry. I had no human emotion whatsoever. Okay, I remember that. Like it was completely peaceful when I left my body. I had no I wasn't angry. All I remember thinking is, wow, this is interesting. This is very interesting. I'm outside of my body right now. I'm looking at myself like this is crazy. And I could see her flip-flopping on the bed and everything. And she looked like she was trying to like kind of gain control of my muscles. Like now I don't remember like floating back down into my body or anything like that. But I remember like after floating around for a minute, I remember just bam, I snapped right back into my body. Okay, like just next thing you know, I'm like back in my body and I'm fighting her for like control of my body. Like I could feel a struggle. You know what I mean? It's the best way I can describe it. Like I could feel me and her kind of like fighting inside of my body, like we're battling out for my body somehow. It's weird. That's the best way I can explain it, man. Nothing like this has ever happened to me before, but it's like we were fighting for my body. But anyway, so after a minute of that, like us kind of struggling, like fighting each other for my body, I felt when she left, like I could feel it, bro. Like it was like a giant relief, like, oh, she's gone. Like I could feel it, but I couldn't stop convulsing. Like I was shaking, my legs were shaking, everything. I was just convulsing bad, right? And after a couple minutes of that, I finally was able to gain control of my muscles again, and and get up. So I got up. I went to the bathroom. I looked in the mirrors, look at myself, and all I remember is saying 3 words. I'm sure you can imagine what the, that's all I can say, man. I'll keep it clean for your channel, and then I went back in my room. Like my whole bed was soaked, bro. Like soaked in sweat, bro. Like it looked like somebody dumped a gallon of water on my bed, bro. Like that's how wet my bed was from sweat. And at that point, I felt my arm, like what the hell? And I was on fire, bro. I must have been like 110 degrees, like way hotter than I've ever been with a fever or anything like that. Like I was on fire, bro. And like I said, the whole bed was soaked in sweat. So that was it was a rough night to go to sleep after that. And I'll be honest, man, this might make me look soft, whatever. I don't care, man. If anything ever happens like this to somebody, let's see how you take it. But I slept with the lights on after that for like 3 years, bro. Okay. I mean, it had me paranoid, man. Because, I mean, I really got to thinking about it. Like, what if this demon would have really like took control of my body for longer than the 3 or 4 minutes or whatever it was that it had me, you know, like what if it would have really got a hold of me and I wasn't able to get my body back? Like what if it went upstairs and hacked up my niece or something, you know what I'm saying? Something crazy like that, you know what I mean? And that made me think like, man, I wonder if certain people that are supposedly good dudes and then they just snap one day on some, what was it, Amityville Horror or whatever, you know, snap one day and just go kill their whole family or whatever. Like, is that really them? Or are they, you know, could this be sometimes people getting possessed, you know, and it's not really them, you know? And I mean, what are you going to say to a judge? You know, it wasn't really me, man. I got possessed, Your Honor. Yeah, they're going to buy that, you know? So that kind of worried me, man. So for a long time, I was scared to be in the same house as my kids while I sleep. You know, I was worried like, man, what if this happens again? You know, what if I get possessed again? Now it's crazy. Now I did end up having a couple ghost things happen to me after that, you know, like months on down the road, but nothing to that like extreme nature or nothing like that. I mean, close, but nothing like that. You know what I mean? Like we've had blankets ripped off. Me and my girlfriend at the time, we had blankets ripped off of us, and we had like orbs floating around the house, which I got pictures of too, by the way. I can send you pictures of it. Yeah, it's crazy, man. Yeah, I'll send it to you when we get off the phone. I'll send you the picture that I took with the orb floating around. You can actually see like a little face in the orb. It's really freaky, man.
Yeah, definitely send that, man. I'll put it in the video. Edit it into the video.
Okay, cool. Yeah, and when people look at the picture, you can see the orb clearly, so that won't be a problem. And then check out down at the bottom right-hand corner. There's like another little ghostly image down at the bottom right-hand corner too. But yeah, I'll send you that as soon as we get off here for sure. But I mean, dude, it changed my life, man. I mean, I can't tell you how it changed my life, bro. Like all my tattoos I got, I mean, I can show you on my arms, all, you know, have to do with getting possessed and stuff like that. Like, you know, it's basically, I don't know how well you could see some of these tats I got, but it's pretty much all representations of getting taken over. You know, like me with my angel. Here's me with my angel over me while a demon's trying to take over. Like, because it messed me up that bad, bro. Like, and you know, I can't look right or left and talk to anybody that can relate to me. You know what I mean? Like, none of my friends have ever been possessed. Nobody I know has ever been possessed. You only hear about that type of stuff in the movies. You know what I mean?
I'm sure that you're going to read a lot of comments in the comment section with people that might have went through the same stuff that you did. You know what I mean?
Man, listen, if somebody has, hit me up. I want to hear about it. And, you know, I want to know, man, you know, because I really can't relate to too many people when it comes to that type of stuff right there, man. I mean, I can watch movies and stuff like that. And when I watch those movies like that, man, like The Exorcist and stuff like that, man, it's different for me than when other people watch it because I lived it. You know what I mean? Like I've actually been through it. I know it's real, you know, and this is real, man. I believe in angels now, demons. I believe in all that, man. And
let me ask you this. You said at the time you didn't believe in God. So what really made you, like, what is your belief system now? Like, how did you go about choosing the path of believing in angels and demons? Was this what made you start leading down that way?
Yes, absolutely. When this happened to me, like I said, man, it changed my whole life. You know, I did a 180, man. I was a crazy dude, man, to say the least, kind of like you, man. You know, I was robbing people. You know, I was robbing stores. Anywhere where there was money, I was there to take it. You know, I was just that type of dude. And man, I just changed my whole mentality, man. You know, and a lot of it had to do with, you know, when all that was happening. You know, I thought I was going to be going away for a long time too. That kind of messed me up because of my kids. You know. And I thought, man, I just ruined my chance of being a father to my kids. That really, that hit me hard. You know, I could do the time standing on my head. Time ain't nothing. I've done 6 months here, 6 months there. You know, as a young cat, that ain't nothing when you ain't got kids. But when you got kids, man, and you know the mom ain't really all the way there for them, it's like, man, you think you're about to go away and ruin your chance of being a father. Like, that'll bring a man to his knees, bro. Like, straight up. That'll crush you, bro. And
it definitely will, man. I know exactly what you mean.
It will, man. And like I said, I got two boys and a girl, man, and they killed me, bro. Yeah. You know, so, but yeah, it definitely changed my mind. I'm not going to say I'm a religious, like, holy roller now or anything like that by any means. I mean, I went to a Catholic priest and tried to talk to them about it because I know they're heavy into that type of stuff. But, man, you can't even trust them, man. They're out there, you know, doing crazy stuff with little boys now and stuff like that. You can't even trust them. Dude didn't even get back to me, so I was like, I'm cool on all that. But, you know, ain't really ain't really many people I can relate to on it or can talk to about it or, you know, stuff like that. But yeah, I'd say it's probably one of the craziest things that ever happened to me, man. You know, because it was everything. It was an out of body experience. You know, it was getting possessed, everything. Like, it was just a giant realization, like, oh, wow, it made me realize, like, there is really heavy evil around us, and we don't even know. Like, most of us are just in our own little world. We have no idea what true evil is, you know what I mean? And I experienced it, bro, and it changed my life, man, you know?
I've done a lot of research, and, you know, I strongly believe in angels and demons, you know, and I've done a lot of research, man, and some of the stuff that people describe demons as is like, there's nothing like that on earth. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They are just a totally different breed of evil that we can't even comprehend, that these people they can't even put into words the evilness of what they've seen, you know?
Absolutely. And you know what, man, we think it's a joke, you know, like people laugh. Some people, when I tell them this, you know, like I said, the first reaction is usually, what drugs did you do? What drugs were you on? You know, those people, man, I just laugh and I don't even try to convince them. Like, you know, you're right, you know, whatever. Like, you know, I'm not here to convince anybody that it happened to me or whatever, I'm not here to get famous off my story or anything like that. I could care less, man. This happened back in 2011, man. You know what I mean? It's old news now, but I just figured I'd tell you because it is one of the craziest things. You know, I got a million stories of like criminal activity and stuff like that, but I figured I'd switch it up for you and give you a crazy little paranormal story, you know.
I love it, man. I love paranormal stories, and, you know, if you want to tell some more stories in the future, I'm willing, you know what I mean? You jump on here anytime you want. And before we go, though, if you got any kind of shout outs that you'd like to say, go ahead and do it now. You know what I'm saying? Any kind of a social media or anything like that. If you want someone to reach out to you that might have went through a situation like this, I'm sure they will definitely reach out to you. But that's up to you.
Hey, that's cool, man. Shout out to my dude Twan, man. That's my best friend. He's locked up. You might know him out. He's from Virginia Beach too. I don't know, you know, if you know him, but he's locked up right now. He'll see this when he gets out. Shout out to Twan, man. That's my best friend. I love that mug. But other than that, man, you know, shout out to my kids, Avery, Ethan, Jade, and that's about it, man. Shout out to you and your channel, man. I'm feeling it, man. I came across it about a week ago, man. And I got hooked. I was like, oh, this is a real cat, man. I like this. You know, I like your videos, man.
Dang, man, you've been viewing for a week already on the channel.
Already on it, man. I love it, man. I love it. You're real, man. I knew it. You know what I mean?
I am, man. I am. I try to be as real as possible. Try to be me. You know what I mean? But I appreciate you coming on the show, and stay tuned later on today. You'll be up here. You know what I mean?
Oh, nice. That'll work, man. That's cool.
And feel free, if you got any other stories in the future, man, you got my information. Hit me up.
Yeah, and anybody can look me up, man. I'm on Instagram, Giant45. It's JIENT 45.
If you want to send me the link or whatever, I'll post it in the comment section. Maybe someone contacts you might went through the same stuff. You know what I mean?
Cool, and I'll send you that picture too with the orbs.
Yes, please, dude. I almost forgot about that, man.
I got it. I'm on it. I'm on
buddy,
it.
I appreciate you, man, and please do not forget to hit that like button.
All day, man. I don't even skip ads when I watch your channel, bro. I'll let the ads go all the way through for you, bro.
That's what's up, man. I appreciate you, man. You have a good day, and tell your little daughter I said hello, and hope she has a good day as well.
Will do. You as well, man. Thank you, brother.
Where's the picture? Where's the picture? Oh, I guess the picture ain't there. Let's see what people think in the comment section. Whew. The picture you sent me will be posted in the next video I drop later today. Oh, okay. Shout out from Boston. Okay. Salute to Lockdown. I have 2 of them coffee drink mugs. Good morning from Germany. I get your point with the prison 2 times, wore glasses, but never had any issues. Didn't get off that. Okay. And nobody's saying nothing about his story. I guess nobody has nothing to add to it. I will tell you something about a demon. Nope, never mind. I'll keep it to myself. I ain't even gonna go there. Anyway, I just thought I would share and just, go live and watch this video. Because once he started talking about he got possessed by some female and the female started speaking through his mouth, I was like, oh, let me stop this video and go live and watch it. It's crazy. I believe every word he says, though. I believe him. I believe him. Let me see. I don't know. This guy, I don't watch all his videos. I might watch one video every 3 months. I go through the titles and I'm just not really interested. But something like possession by a female demon, I was like, click. But I think he has a pretty good channel. Lockdown 23 and 1. And there's another guy. Dang. What is this other guy? Let me stop sharing for a minute. If I can find him. Let me see. Fresh out of life. Okay. Going back to the screen share. Here's another guy. If you into this kind of thing. He is the title is Fresh Out of Life After the Penitentiary.
He spent $125,000.
Let's see what he's talking about.
I had dreams and aspirations, but always felt like the kid that didn't fit in. For the most part, I wasn't a bad kid, but when I made the transition into adulthood, I turned to the streets for guidance. This led to getting locked up in juvenile hall, doing time at TYA, and eventually a 120-month sentence in federal prison. I had a lot of time to think and reflect during my federal sentence, so I share with you what I learned, hoping I can positively influence someone else's life with Prison Talk. What's up, everybody? Big Hurt Prison Talk. You tuned into another episode. Hopefully you subscribe by now. You stop being a damn weenie, because like I said, we got some interesting stuff in the works. We have Carla Short here, and we're getting some interesting insight from a female perspective. Now, a lot of you guys are fascinated with, pimps up, hoes down, the pimping game, and you guys tennis shoe pimps, and you guys are Instagram hoes, and you guys are doing it all. Women out there, guys out there, you guys think you guys are living life. Well, she lived a life. She was a prostitute and a pimp, and she's got some hell of a story. So I'm gonna let her kind of give you guys a one-off of what.
Damn, did he say she was a prostitute and a pimp? Do you see what? Never mind. Going back to the video. Let me shut up.
She experienced in the game. I mean, you were just talking off camera about when you ran a whole house out here in LA. Tell us about that Sunset. 'Cause I know we used to be crazy on Sunset back in the day, the whole scroll.
Yeah, I started coming in and out of LA in '74. Working the host show. That's when Sunset Boulevard was straight, cracking and popping. And I mean, I had a house over in Hollywood, and I had girls that worked out of it. And one night, a guy comes to pick up one of my girls. And in that life, I always use my sixth sense. Mm-hmm. If I didn't like the way you looked, smelled, even a sense of the feel about you, I knew there was something wrong with you. And I would be very weary. So this guy comes to pick up one of my girls. And it was just something about him that would not let me be at ease. Mm. So I went out.
Freeletics.
Oh,
Freedom
Jesus.
has nothing to do with fame.
Took a picture of the car, wrote down the plate number, and wrote down his description. He said, "What are you doing?" I said, "I'm writing down your description so I know my girl will make it back safe." And he's like, well, you don't have to do that. I said, "Yes, I do. There's something about you." So he said, "Okay, well, we'll be back in 2 hours." I said, "Okay. If you're not back in 2 hours, the police will be looking for you." He said, "But you're running the whole house." I didn't give a damn. I'll tell them you came to pick her up to take her out on a date, to go to dinner. They don't got to know I'm running the whole house, but they're going to be looking for you. And then years later, I see they caught the Hillside Strangler. And when I looked at that news on the TV, my mouth said, I was like, "Oh my God." I said, "Everybody come here. Look." And they all ran in there and they were like, "Oh my God." And the girl that went with him, she was like, "Oh my God." And I had chills, like my hair standing up now just talking about it.
But she made it back safe.
She made it back safe.
Wow, but a lot of girls did.
Only because I had my strap.
Wow.
See, I may have been a pimp, but I was a good pimp. I took care of my girls. I fed them, I clothed them, I gave them what they wanted. They had money. You know, I was back in the pimping days when the pimps dressed up. You know, me and a guy I was with, we drove a blue 98 Oldsmobile with the gangster white walls and the gangster antenna in the back. And that was my song. I'd play that all day when I was riding on the stroll, taking my girls.
And what kind of clients did you have in the game back then? I mean, I know it's Hollywood.
Oh, I had some good clients and some freaky ones. And then I had some that were like, would come up to me and because if I didn't like any senses about you, I would like, "I'm cool." I had one offer me $500, and I thought, "I don't care. You can offer me $1,000. I don't like you. Something about you that ain't right." But then I had those. I had one, he'd come and knock at my door. I'd hand him a brown paper bag. He'd hand me a brown paper bag. It was 7 pair of dirty underwear with $700 in there, $100 for each pair.
That's a hell of a hustle right there. Oh, shit.
Then I had one that lived up on La Cienega, right there at the Strip.
Okay.
Right when you're coming up that hill in those apartments.
Yeah.
He stayed up in the penthouse. I'd go see him. He was the only one I ever took a check from, too. But I'd go up there. All he wanted me to do was jack a needle of cocaine off in his arm while he jacked off.
Oh, wow.
I said, "Okay, that's cool. I'm a drug addict. I'm a neighborhood drug phlebotomist. I know how to hit a vein, no problem. Yeah, get $400 check, I'm out the door."
Oh, wow.
But then you had those creepy ones. Like, I got one in Long Beach one time. It was scary. The limousine came up and he said, "I got a guy who's willing to pay $1,000."
Wow, $1,000, that's a lot of money back then.
I said, "Really?" He said, "Yeah, all you got to do, I'm going to pull up to the mansion. I'm going to drop you off. When you open the door and walk in, there's a table right there in the foyer when you walk in. Pick up your envelope and put it in your pocket. Just keep walking through and follow the lights on the floor." I got there and opened that door. You talk about pitch black. It was black in there. All you see was lights on the floor. So I follow the lights around and I go into this giant room. And it's dimly lit. There's finally some light, but it's dim. On this big table in the middle of the room is a casket. I'm standing there and my heart is like this by now. I'm about to run out the front door with the money and all because I'm starting to get scared.
That's like not scary farm type shit.
All of a sudden, the casket flies open. He jumps out, jacking off. I scream bloody murder, took off running. And he says, that's the... And then he told his limo driver to come back and get me again. I said, I'm not going back there.
He was gonna jump out the casket.
Jacking off.
Oh, shit.
But then I had one on Sunset Boulevard. He portrayed being a trick when he was actually hooked up with these other girls. And he took me to this motel right there off of Western and Sunset. It's still there. Going just half a block east of Western on Sunset Boulevard. Every time I go by that motel, I have flashbacks. They got me in the room. I asked for the money. He's like, bitch, you ain't getting no money. I'm raping you. And then my girls are coming in to shoot you. And he literally raped me. The girls came in with the gun. And I prayed to my guardian angels once again. And the firing pin didn't go off when they pulled the trigger. I must have commenced to whoop. Because back then, I was in pretty good shape. I weighed 120 pounds. I was like a bull. I commenced to whooping their ass, and I went through the window. And when I went through, I still got a scar right here that took off. That right there, where I put my leg through the window, through the plate window of the motel. They were going to kill me. But when he said when the firing pin didn't go off, he's like, beat her with it.
So
this hoe don't need to be out here no more.
So it was a setup?
It was a setup.
Oh, okay.
They had a little white boy, ran like a trick, and straight set me up to rob me. But they didn't know where I had all my money hidden. I'd already made a grind that day. That's what they were trying to get, because they kept seeing me turn tricks. And the girls that came out in that room were other hoes that were out on that same stroke.
Oh, so the hoes, this is a hell of a whole competition.
Yes, it was a whole competition, and they literally set me up to rob me and kill me.
Wow.
And I still got a scar that long right in the front of my leg where I literally put my leg through that plate window. And when I did and the window broke, I just charged through it. With my body. I just pushed right on through it. And then the motel man gonna say, you're gonna pay for the window. I'm not paying for shit. You telling people that just tried to kill me in there to pay for it. As they took off running and jumping in cars.
Wow.
I'm running down Sunset Boulevard, blood going everywhere. And not a stitch of nothing on me.
Butt naked.
Butt naked, running down Sunset Boulevard.
Damn.
To save my life. So hoeing isn't all that it's made up to be.
I see.
You never know who's laying to set you up. And a lot of these guys, they see these Instagram models, lay you down to sleep, unlock the door, and have a dude run up in there and catch you naked.
Yeah.
I've heard of that happen many times.
Oh, it does happen. Very much so. Because a lot of these times, the guys that will act like a trick aren't a trick. They're out there to either rape you. It's not the first time I've been raped out there. I've been raped 3 different times. One time I laid in a coma for 2 weeks.
Oh, wow.
So, it's not all the glory. The money is nice because if you make good money. Because back then, I I was never a cheap one. I was always pricey.
See, a lot of girls now, they got these sugar daddies and they think, you know, hey, this is a good little thing because, you know.
Right. And it's not, because even that sugar daddy can turn on them. He can turn just as easy as the rest of them can. You know, because when a sugar daddy's giving you all that money, he's going to literally think that he owns you.
Mm-hmm.
And you've got to give something for what he's given. You know, and I can say, even though I've had bad things happen to me, I've been pretty much all right out there.
Mm-hmm.
But it was never easy. I always walked with fear in my mind because of the things that did happen.
Mm-hmm.
There's always going to be that whole competition. And then you might get a pimp that don't care about you. And if you don't bring the right amount of money,
Mm-hmm.
that pimp going to beat your ass.
Mm.
Back in the 70s, like I used to run from Sacramento, Fresno, San Jose, LA, Oakland, Bay Area. You know,
Mm-hmm.
all the hot horse shows we ran.
Mm-hmm.
And there was some of the girls out there that I would literally see get beat with hot clothes hangers because they didn't bring the right amount of money.
Mm.
And I was out there with Slim and all them and Kenny and all them pimps.
Mm.
The real pimp back in the days.
Mm-hmm.
The most of them cared for their women, but there was them few out there. If you didn't bring that right amount of money,
With a gorilla pimping?
Gorilla pimping, they will beat the shit out of you.
Mm.
You know?
So it ain't no retirement for a prostitute then?
No, it's not.
And what would you say as far as like, I mean, I know like looking in retrospect and like have, you know, looking at people you see now that was in that, where are they at today? Where are most of those pimps and, you know, women who are prostituting at, where are they at today?
A lot of the hoes I knew back then, they're so old and worn out now that they don't even have hardly anything, you know? And it's sad. It's really sad. Because they would go to jail, the pimp would never take care of them in there. And then they were beat and abused so much that today, a couple of them that I know are crippled from it. From the pimp beating them to death.
Wow.
You know, when I did pimp, I was never one to beat them. And the guy that I was with, he didn't beat them.
Mm-hmm.
You know, we liked ours to be clean and pretty and took care of.
Mm-hmm.
But it's not all that glory with all of them. Those are a few in a million that are good to them.
Mm-hmm.
But today, I'm like, why did I even do that? Why did I even hoe and give another man all my money?
Mm-hmm. Think about all the money you could have kept.
Between the hoeing and the pimping and the drugs and everything else, I should have been a millionaire right now.
Yeah.
But
dumbass.
When you're into hoeing, you're into drugs.
Mm.
You fall into that drug scene. Either meth, coke, heroin. And I've been on all. There's not a drug that I hadn't tried out there.
Wow.
I believe
and
you.
And that ruins them too.
So it's not all that glamorous, you guys. You know, I know you want to hear.
Meet Tyler. Tyler's the head of HR and trains the team at a tech firm.
All the benefits of, you know, slanging coochie out there and, you know, being an escort, but there's a lot of downside to it too. So Carla Short, Big Hurt, hope you guys take heed to what she said.
Please take heed.
Hey, first of all,
lockdown's over.
I mean, I had
I wonder how old she is. I doubt if she's even 50. This woman looks tore up. Oh my goodness. I thank her for sharing and telling her story. I never understood, and I never will understand, if you are a prostitute, how do you prostitute yourself, get money for it, and then give it to some nigga? I just don't understand how that works. I know the mechanics of how a man can get a woman or turn a chick into a prostitute, whether he gets her strung out on drugs, they prey on certain types of girls, what their home life is like. Did they ever have a home life? Girls that grew up in the foster care system, easy target. They all jacked up. They've been shifted around in foster care from place to place to place. Family life all jacked up. Easy target. I understand that, but I just don't understand, me being a female. I'd be damned if I'm going to do the job and give you every penny that I got paid for. That just never makes sense to me. I mean, if you're going to prostitute, why don't you go out there and turn tricks and keep the money all for yourself? I don't know. But I don't really care to know that deeply. Whatever. But you got to be careful about how you live your life. I mean, she don't have no pension coming to her. You spend your whole life selling drugs and stuff. There's no Social Security coming to you for that. There's no pension. She's just old and dried up. She's probably nowhere near the age of 50. It's like, wow. Just mess your life and yourself up, and this is what happens. This is an example of a female. When they were younger, they felt like they had no self-worth, no self-esteem, and just didn't care what they did to their bodies. They didn't care about the amount of drugs they did. They didn't care about the amount of crack they smoked. They didn't care about the niggas they used to run with that would beat the fuck out of them. They didn't care about their children being taken away from them and placed in foster care. They just didn't care nothing about themselves, didn't care about taking care of their bodies. And before you hit 40, you all fucked up with all types of illnesses and ailments. And, you look like this chick. She's probably about 39 years old. I'm curious. This lady looks like the secretary for Monster Inc. That's not nice. That's not nice. Big Herc thoughts. Man, if I wasn't married, I'd be busting her cheeks on this couch right about now. Wow. Everybody seems to love Big Herc. I don't watch him much. I guess, I don't know. He's just a huge built guy with a lisp. I don't know. It bothers me. Let's see what else he got going on. Fresh Out, Life After the Penitentiary. That's the channel. And his name is Herc. Gangster Snitches. Oh, she's again. She's there again. When pimping and kidnapping goes wrong. 2 weeks in hell. Okay, let's listen to her again.
At 9 p.m. tonight, my campaign
shit.
team is
the
bringing
fuck
me
off
an
of my
updated
screen.
list of
Shut
my
the
supporters.
fuck up, will you? Damn.
What's up, everybody? Big Herc, Fresh Out, and you're tuned into our new series, Prison Stories. You're going to hear a story from somebody who either lived it, witnessed it, or experienced it. These stories are going to turn the hairs on your back up and have your motherfucking toes curling. These stories ain't no fucking joke. You guys think this fucking is a game? This ain't no motherfucking game. Anything can happen to you in prison. And these are prison stories.
Hi, Carlos Short again. And right now I'm going to talk a little bit about the 2 weeks that I spent in living hell at Civil Brand, which is an institute in the city of Los Angeles. It is now closed down and used for filming only. But by the experiences I had when I was there, I was in my 20s, and I'll tell you, I was a bad girl. I wasn't scared of too many things in life. But when they brought me in there, it was dark, cold. And when you look around, the halls were just like ice. And then you hear these guards coming down the hall. Cell 21 or whatever cell they might be going to. And then in the middle of the night, they're going to these cells and they're dragging these young ladies out of there. And all you hear is them screaming, no, no, stop. And you know that they're going somewhere where they shouldn't be going. I had my inmate, my cell inmate there, my roommate. She was an older lady and she'd already been there for 3 months. And when first time I heard a young lady screaming and being dragged down the hall, I looked at her and quietly whispered, what are they doing to her and where are they taking her? She says, oh, you haven't heard the stories? And I'm like, no. What are they? And she goes on to tell me, they're taking her down to this one area where the guards rape, beat the women. The women had to do whatever they wanted done. I asked her, I said, well, what about the warden? Don't they report it? She says the warden is right there in it a lot of the times. And I'm like, wow. She says, just stay back and stay cool. They do this to a lot of the young ladies. There's even one pregnant. And within that 2 weeks that I was there, I seen the girl again and she wasn't pregnant. And I was like, whoa, what happened? She had a miscarriage from them raping her. That jail was so brutal. The guards come down the hall and they're marching and they got these looks on their face like you would see in some like horror flick. Like they're ready to just eat you alive. And that right there, I was scared shitless for them 2 weeks. I ain't gonna lie. All my bad girl left me because I had never been to somewhere like that where they literally raped, beat women, did what they want, women guards, the male guards, they were all in it together. Until finally, someone got out of there and got a report in to hire people and had them investigated, and they got shut down for those very purposes of raping and beating inmates. They figured once you were in their house, they could do what you want. And Silver Brand sits up on top of a little mountain in Monterey Park area. When you drive up there, Joy, and you look at it, it literally looks like a mini penitentiary. And it's on a road that only sheriffs and police have access to. Okay, it's total private road, sheriff's road. And that jail right there was a perfect example of why I should have changed. But I'm going to tell you, I was on the most humble, meek inmate they'd ever seen. I was, yes, sir, yes, ma'am. Because I didn't want to step on a toe and get drugged down there and raped and beaten by I don't know how many guards at a time. But I know I later seen a movie about it. And it was brutal. I mean brutal. They did unimaginary things to these inmates. And those of you that think it's glorious, oh, I'm going to go to jail, I can do it standing on my head. Don't ever think that, because there's still a lot of corruption in these jails nowadays. It may not be like it was in Silver Brand, but it's there. And if you go, it's not going to be like eating cake and ice cream, trust and believe. So before you do go, maybe you can.
Her eyebrows are lopsided. You see one is always raised higher than the other.
They change and make a change in your life, so you do not have to sacrifice yourself to this. And also, Google about the movie that was made about Silver Brand. Watch it. Maybe it can scare you a little bit to keep you away from there, away from any jail. Because if you can find it and you watch it, it's going to put different thoughts in your mind. And hopefully those thoughts that get put in your mind will be thoughts of a positive change. I wish you all the best, and please, if you can, find that movie and watch it. You will see what I'm talking about, how brutal they were. I seen a guard dragging a young lady down the hallways, like I said. And I was like, where are they taking her? When she came back, she didn't look the same as when she left. She had bruises and bumps all over her from being beaten. And she couldn't hardly walk from what they had done to her. So take heed and listen to what has been said. And I hope it has some sort of effect on you to benefit your life into a better life.
For all the viewers and subscribers who would like to become part of the supporting crew at $4.99 a month and contribute to the Fresh Out channel, this is what you'll be getting. An exclusive look at all up-and-coming Spreads episodes. Learn what ingredients and recipes are used in prison to elevate the eating experience and how to get creative with what's available. get your name in the credits. By becoming a member to the channel, you are directly helping us create better content. And as acknowledgement, your name will be shown in the credits of the Fresh Out interviews. You will also gain exclusive members only access to footage that has never been seen before from our archives, unreleased episodes, behind the scenes, bloopers, and that gritty stuff you guys like to talk about, but we can't really share on the regular YouTube channel. Biannually, you'll also get a commissary package. First 6 months, membership will get an apparel package of Fresh Out clothing, and the next 6 months, you guys will get a spreads package with all the recipes and ingredients you'll need to bust that fat-ass spread. Last but not least, as an additional perk for supporting the channel and helping us create bigger and better content, all members get an exclusive discount code to use in the Fresh Out commissary store. You'll receive 10% off all orders, no matter how big or small, and this is for unlimited use. Not a one-time thing. You'll get to use this 10% whenever you want, as long as you're a paid member. All this will be available in the community tab for all you paid exclusive members. You will also get to represent the Wig Splitter crew. All members to the channel will receive this dope Wig Splitter badge icon that appears next to your name whenever you post on the channel. I've got your back on the open talks, and we'll be able to answer your questions as a priority. And sometimes, man, you just got to represent. We also support nonprofit charities. After YouTube takes their cut of the $4.99, we will donate a percentage of all membership revenue to a worthwhile cause every quarter. Well, that's it, you guys. We hope you guys take that step and become a paid member and support us so we can travel to your state or your town and do an interview and keep bringing you this dope content. But remember, guys, the channel's still free, but there are a lot of perks to becoming a paid member. Big Hurt, Fresh Out. Lockdown's over. Get your yard time in. Exclusively at FreshOutSeries.com.
Okay. I like what he got going on. You know, I realize I'm speaking from the point of view of my life and never having been in prison and all of that stuff. I like the business that he got going on. Simba, stop. You're pain in the neck. I like how he has, developed and marketed this, and, it's a business and he's making money. Great for him. But shit like the spread show, how to cook prison food. What's that shit he said he got going on? The prison cooking food show. What was that? Hold on. Spreads. Yeah, prison cooking show. I don't know. If I did Crazy Time, I'm not going to want to eat what I was forced to make because I was locked down, when I was locked down. You know what I'm saying? Why would you want to come out, get out of jail, and still eat the shit that you had to make? Because those are all the resources that were accessible to you from the commissary, where a bag of chips might be like $3. I'm talking about a regular bag of chips. I suppose that's what I heard. Shit is super expensive. So I don't know. If I did time in prison, the last thing I'd want to do is subscribe to a channel like this. No, I wouldn't be subscribed to Spreads, a prison cooking show. I would not be subscribed to Big Hurt Care. I wouldn't be subscribed to the Lockdown 23-in-1 channel. Once I got out of prison, I would want to leave all of that stuff behind. And I think a lot of the issues is with people is that a lot of people get out of prison, but prison doesn't get out of them. And I guess that's what I'm feeling and trying to say in a nutshell. Even though Big Hurt is out of prison, prison is not out of him, because he has dedicated his whole, or created a career dealing with prison. I don't want to deal with having a YouTube channel. I just couldn't do it. I don't want to interview people who came from the same walk of life I did, or been in this prison, and tell me your prison story, and tell me what your life, your criminal life was like on the street. That's why I don't watch all their videos. Every time, it's once in a blue moon, I'll click on a video from either of these guys. I gotta be in the mood to listen to some prison and jail and criminality shit. And that's not very often I'm in the mood for that. Today, I got time for it. But the majority, I see their videos and notifications, and I just keep it moving. It's like, oh, God, I don't want to hear about doing time and what's going on, and, getting raped and getting your cheeks busted, as Herc likes to say all the time. But I have to say, I admire him getting out of prison and making a life for himself. YouTube is being good to him. I like the way how he has expanded his brand. Good for him. Good for him. But it's just shit like this I don't want to deal with. Wait. Where is that at? Where is that at? Where? I was seeing something.
And support us so we can travel to your state or your town and do an interview and keep bringing you this dope content. But remember, guys, that you just got to represent.
Yeah, this right here. Whoops, wait a minute. Custom badges. Get a new badge once you hit these milestones. When you first sign up and you're new, you're a fish. 1 month, now you a hustler. 2 months, you a cheek buster. Female cheeks only. 6 months, you an OG. 1 year, you're a wig splitter. And 2 years, you're a shot caller. It's cute, but he got out of prison, but the prison didn't get out of him. And that's my issue. The only purpose I see that it serves as his channel is a deterrent to, but then again, I want to say it serves as a deterrent to the youth of going to prison, but not really, because a lot of his topics, and even the other guy, to me, excuse me, 1 second. They each have, excuse me. Okay. I don't know what is going on. Hold on. There are some of their videos that would give the youth an idea of, how to, be better at their criminality. And I think it seems like to me, and it seems that way, and maybe I should watch more of their videos and I would have a different perspective. But right now, from where I'm standing, it looks like it serves criminals or criminal-minded individuals more than being a deterrent. But just seems that way to me. I could be wrong. But if you just go through their channels and, read the titles of their videos, it just seems that way. I'm coming to the chat. Who I got here? Hey, Pat. Sending you a commissary kit and a spread package. I can buy my own Doritos and noodles if I ate that crap. Showed a cooking show with a man chopping up sardines in a can. But I admire his determination trying to have a career. Yeah, got you. Glad I took a moment to watch. That made my day. Have a great show. New fish like in jail. If I catch my kids listening to him, I'm going to be a little upset. Yeah. 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 Anyway, that's all the bullshit I got for you today. Just something I thought I would share. And that was pretty damn depressing. Let me find something comedic to end. Let me end this on a comedic note. Because, you know, you just can't be doing all this depressive stuff. At least I can't. Let's see. Let me find something funny. Let me see. I don't know. We'll just watch this one.
WPIPA Television presents The Messy Lives of Tutu.
Where am I at? Hold on. Miss Tracy, I got to tell you something. Because I guess y'all can see me. Miss Tracy, I like your content and your comments and stuff. But Miss Tracy, I just hope you don't bring none of that motherfucking drama. Why you got all these bitches and hoes out here hating on your motherfucking ass? Girl, I ain't mad at you, but definitely don't bring them motherfucking no neck up bitches over to me. I love your content and stuff like that. So you right here. You here. Where you at? Okay. Miss Tracy, why everybody hating on your motherfucking ass? You don't care about them, but I care about my channel and stuff. But why is everybody open your damn fucking thing? Do you a horrible person like that? I just want to know. Because when I look at you doing entertainment, and my mind is, if they don't want your entertainment, they don't need to watch. But are you doing something horrible? Because I want to know.
I don't like this one. I thought we were going to see him. Yeah, whatever. I don't know who that was talking. I'm looking for the Duchess.
WPIPA Television presents The Messy Lives of Tutu.
Thank you, 5A. You know, I'm sure you understand where I'm coming from. And if you didn't, I ain't no kind of special hoe, honey. You would step out of your...
You ain't doing it for me, Duchess. You ain't doing it for me. Let's see this one.
Are you listening? Damn. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
What's going on, my Duchess disciples? This is your Duchess Kelly Love reporting to you from WDIVA television here in Milwaukee, Wisconsin, giving you news that you can use, and the news is motherfucking head nurse. Baby! Oh! I had to come home from work and get a cocktail, baby. I had to fucking come home to get a goddamn cocktail talking about this head nurse. Bitch, my hands are clean, so I ain't sucking a dirty dick, honey. Nobody, I ain't just pulling my hand out of a pussy or out of somebody's ass, honey, and put it in my mouth. Head nurse, baby. All right, let's talk about rough trade. Let me say hello first of all, honey. Some more people probably pop up in here, but we're gonna talk about head nurses and shit this evening, honey. The beautiful Jana, honey, beautiful Bean, Just Drea, Vicky, Lyons, Miss Lissette, honey, Miss Tyson, Miss Morrison, Mama Six. Hey, baby. Sweet brown sugar, sweet brown sugar. Haven't seen you in a while, baby. Hey, honey. Who else? Bitch. In here real quick, honey. Hey, you cute milk dud head, you. Sure, honey. I can't scroll down no goddamn more. But let's talk about head dirty dick nurse, honey. All right, so I'm sure all of y'all heard about the shit that was going on this morning, honey. Then she had to make she, whatever you want to call it, had to make a damn retraction video of sorts, honey, talking about that this dude has been following her around and all this his mouth that saying blah, 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 and my man is good, and, you know, if he ever... Bitch, because you out in the motherfucker.
I guess you can go to his channel and finish watching that video if you want to. Anyway, I'm going to go now. But thanks for surfing the net with me for a little bit. Y'all peace out.